Well, guys, people have been trashing the SNP over their recent gender recognition lunacy, but it seems they're also planning to remove the use of private cars, as many have warned. It's like they have some right to tell you when to drive and where you can. This, as you know, is all part of the net zero tribe that includes 15-minute cities being trialled in Oxford and Canterbury, and the reason your energy bills keep going up. Yeah, they can blame Putin all they like, but as I've said before, these price rises were predicted in October 2021, long before Ukraine was the current thing. Plus, even ignoring that, the only way green energy is viable is by increasing the price of cheaper and more reliable fossil fuels. Then you have the battery supply problem that makes replacing all cars with electric ones impossible because the minerals to do it just ain't there. This is why we hear speeches like this, and we'll hear more of them as time goes on.
Presiding Officer, on transport, our second Strategic Transport Projects Review, published just 2 weeks ago, confirms that the era of catering for unconstrained growth in private car use is well and truly over.
Yep, did you hear that? A politician told you that the era of them allowing us unrestricted private car use is over, despite the public never being asked this question or voting for any MP who wants that. This is not something the Scottish people will ever want, and these scumbags know it. They are using the fact that most people are ignorant of what goes on around them to push this through, and by the time Joe Public realises it's all happening, it's too late to stop it. I mean, just listen to this tosspot making out that they have the right to stop people travelling around.
Presiding Officer, on transport, our second Strategic Transport Projects Review, published just 2 weeks ago, confirms that the era of catering for unconstrained growth in private car use is well and truly over.
Yeah, this guy is a certified wankstain, but he doesn't stop there.
The review follows the sustainable investment hierarchy, which aims to reduce the need to travel unsustainably and prioritises making best use of enhancing existing infrastructure before investing in new capacity. Furthermore, we have set out how we will reduce car kilometres by 20% by 2030 in our draft route map, a truly world-leading commitment demonstrating our level of ambition in meeting Scotland's statutory targets. The Scottish Government have commissioned research exploring demand management options to discourage car use, and using the research findings, we will work with local and regional partners to develop a demand management framework by 2025.
Now there you hear him talking about sustainable investment hierarchy, which is them getting rid of cars, and rightly brings into question who's investing in removing people's right to travel in their own bloody car. Then he talks about reducing your driving miles by 20%, as if that's something anyone in Scotland voted for or will ever want. He also talks about working with local partners to discourage car use, which is the 15-minute cities Oxford recently announced. It's once again something no one in Scotland wants, but this is something his globalist puppet masters do.
We have set out how we will reduce car kilometres by 20% by 2030 in our draft route map. The Scottish Government have commissioned research exploring demand management options to discourage car use, and using the research findings, we will work with local and regional partners to develop a demand management framework by 2025.
Now, after that, he carries on talking about Overture, but them clips there really show you what these scumbags are planning, and that is to take people's cars from them starting around 2025. This should be mainstream headline news, because when people realise they're planning to do this, they're going to be pissed off, but by then it's too late. Obviously, that shows you the mainstream media are in bed with it, but then again, you all know that anyway. On that sort of shit there, I'm preaching to the choir. Though remember, once they've taken your cars, just imagine what else they might try and take. In fact, I bet they'll try and take it all. You know, you'll own nothing and be happy.